We needed the one person bad.
As an HOA today?
Sure.
Yeah, she's here. I just, you know, I just wanted to.
You
Good job.
Thank you.
I think so.
So far, we got enough.
I know everything.
It's gonna get all right.
Believe it or not,
He's still gonna fight.
He's still gonna fight.
He's nowhere around.
I don't want to
Yeah.
They have a lawyer to get rid of him. They pay for a lawyer.
Sure, we are to engage here, okay, after the 25th.
Yeah.
Meeting, there's no be a part of this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
7:15, okay? My name's Bill Paul. Everybody want to introduce themselves? Beth, we have.
I'm the one that made the mistake. The new packet for this month should be February. It says January. I'm behind you. I'm caught up.
We know you were behind that.
Mary.
I'm Mary Patton, Vice Chairman of the board up here.
Whatever.
Bob Zeller, the treasurer. I'm sorry, I'm jumping from you. Sorry. You're a member at large.
I'm a joke, I just had to find out what I was. I can hear large.
We really won't go there.
She's also the lady that keeps up the front entrance.
Good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the people
Now you
who
know
helped
who
her
she
do
is.
it.
Yeah, I always say that, thank you. Yeah.
Do we have any new members or new people coming in first time at the meeting? Okay, well, I gather you're with Fairwood Lakes?
Fairwood Lakes, absolutely.
Okay, very good. That's happy to hear.
Yeah,
We
we will engage.
February 25th, they are back into our group.
Yeah.
Of building. What's his name? Shirley.
What's your name, sir?
John Ciccati.
Thank you.
Yep,
Okay, these are, yeah, the 25th, so.
the 25th. If anybody wants to come to our meeting, you're all welcome.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Here, right here.
We have a quorum of 15.
Okay, we do have a quorum, so I need an approval of previous meetings memo.
You can't go back. You weren't there, goofball.
Okay.
She'll nail you.
And all those in favor?
This is what I put up with at our meetings.
Any opposed? Okay, the meeting minutes stand as read. Bob, we have any money?
We do. We're doing a little better. Before I start the financial report, just wanted to introduce Alice over here. She's the one with the camera. She's helping us out today to try, because this is a very challenging time for some people to get to this meeting. So she's filming it so we can get out to the community. We will get a link to that on the website within a couple days. I don't understand how it works, but I know she understands and she'll get a link. Those of you that get emails, we'll get it out to you, and then we're gonna ask you also to share that link with your friends and neighbors and everybody in Island Green.
Thank you.
Just a couple things on financials. First, let's just look at the second part, the end of year financials. We finished the year with $156 in our checking account. Barely made it. I mean, really, on January 1st, we had $27 or so. We got one payment after that we applied. Otherwise, really, outside of the unplanned expenses or the unknowns, we hit our budget numbers pretty solid. As for January, payments, we're short on a couple payments, but it's not for lack of not wanting to pay them. Some of those payments have trickled in. So we should be okay. We'll get catch up. Sometimes, the people that pay the bills are on vacation and stuff like that. So other than that, the expenses are listed there. We know we have a new budget, and we're going through some things on that. If anyone has any questions, throw them at me, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Okay.
One thing, real quick, I was invited to a meeting, board meeting for Green Springs, patio homes this week. Here. And it was a really good experience, because they had some good questions for us. And a couple things to clarify on the other budgets, or on the budget. We have $6,000 allocated for reserves, we have $6,000 allocated for insurance, and we have $6,000 allocated for property management fees. Part of where we are right now is the property management is on hold. We're gonna get through the next 6 months and continue to do it ourselves to try and save some money. The reserves, people ask the reserves, why? And the question is, we just don't know what's going forward, what's happening going forward. I mean, it's gonna be a big help to get Fairwood Lakes back in here, but we also got hit real hard when someone decided to unilaterally pull out. I mean, you know, this has always been an honor system. We count on each other to support this group, and when dishonorable people don't do it, that's where we get it. So part of those reserves are for that. We also don't know what kind of potential legal expenses are in the future. We're still struggling with trying to get board of directors insurance. I did get a lead for you today from Carrie, a phone number, so I'll give it to you. And we'll go from there, but if any of y'all have a good insurance company you recommend to Mary, that'd be good.
I've had an agent who tried just about everybody, CNA, Travelers, we tried a couple of oddball ones, that are kind of like a Lloyd's of London that do weird things and whatnot, but nobody, it was either so expensive, we couldn't afford it, or they wouldn't even write us a quote, so if anybody knows anybody else I can try, let me know. Talk to me after the meeting.
Unless there's any questions, that's what I've done.
Okay. If you've got a paper in front of you, you see the report. We have the new security people sending in the notes about what they do or where they go or if they have problems.
I don't have any more
Somewhere,
to share. I
yeah.
have one, that's it,
Yeah.
I can share, I make 30 of them, so.
And if anybody, if anybody sees an incident on there, that's specific to their HOA and wants further information, Beth has the actual individual reports.
And these guards tell me what they're doing every 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're very
So you
detailed.
wanna know.
They're
I can
very
see
I
very
know where
well.
they are every 10 minutes, so, yeah, it's.
Okay. Carol, do you have anything you want to add to?
No, Ernesto's, I heard he's doing a good job, and then, there's a couple of things that I addressed, and he said he would take care of them. And also, the front entrance, if it wasn't for the people that helped me, I didn't not name anybody, but I always thank them. I hope I do, and if I didn't, I need to. That if it wasn't for them, I couldn't do it. But other than that, everything's hopefully everything looks good.
Okay, Mary, other than your insurance?
Insurance issue, I don't have any.
Signed your numbers, I have to report it to. No, you know, it's a brown car now, it's much different, they're very polite, they wave to everybody, I hear about all their conversations with everybody, and I'm one day behind now, like today would be Thursday. I did not get the reports yet, they don't come in till a little bit later, so, and guys, I have to get to you with the problem on getting them, but that's okay.
I have a question. Will they still tag cars at our request if they're parked like overnight where they're not supposed to be?
Yeah, they have warning tickets just like the other guys did, and they have put some out. If they see something, You know, they're just getting used to everything.
Right.
There is one HOA that allows parking on the street.
Right.
So they're trying to get that all straightened out, which is what, you know? But, you just call them and ask them.
Okay, thanks.
Allows parking.
Yeah,
Which one?
patio,
POA.
POA, property owners.
Property owners on the right when you come in.
Yeah, over by me.
Susan, is Mark or
He is.
anybody here?
He should be here.
I'm not seeing
On his way.
anybody. Susan, if you would stand up. This is Susan Udis. She is the owner of the new, advanced, protection services. I'm trying to remember
Nice
this.
to meet you. Nice to meet you.
And, well, tell us a little bit about the company.
Well, it's a woman-owned business. We've been in business.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You wanna come up here and just face the audience?
You're all younger than me. We're a woman-owned business. We've been in business since 2000.
We have a next one.
I don't have one.
We've done work in South Carolina, Arizona. I was working out there, setting up that business. Licensed in Tennessee, North Carolina, but right now we're really focused on South Carolina.
Beautiful.
Mainly Myrtle Beach. Too old for all that. So, we appreciate y'all having us and providing security.
Any guards here that I could introduce?
Not
No,
yet.
they didn't
He's
come?
supposed to be on his
Said he
way.
would
I called him before I walked in the door.
Which one? Mark, we know.
Yeah.
The other one, we got
We
to
haven't met Sparky yet.
I got it.
It's nothing like in, Pat Tucker.
Oh, Pat, somebody knew that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
There's nothing like in Pat.
great.
Well, thank you again, everybody.
Anyone working with you?
Continuing to bring us on board.
Are they at the same time as the other ones, some at night,
3 in the morning to 3 in the morning. He comes in and he signs, gets the card, he goes over to the guardhouse, he turns his phone on to the guardhouse phone, so that if you call, it goes automatically to his personal cell phone. And checks if there are any messages and answers that, and then starts the story.
Oh, you need a guy that rolls your email. Sorry, I didn't explain that.
And then,
Yeah.
Mark, and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody.
This is one of the guards.
He's the 5-dayer.
Yeah.
Down in Primary.
Yeah.
Mayor Park Valley, how y'all doing?
Can't dress them up, that's okay.
He lives next door in Myrtle Beach Golf and Yacht.
So he had to rush to get here in time.
Yeah, well, we were just saying how we're getting, much more in-depth reporting from y'all than we got from our prior.
Oh my God, yeah, I just got done finishing up in your area
Oh,
last
there you go.
night.
So yours, yeah.
I just got done in your area last night, and I just had Orange County go off to, Merlefield.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was your group.
Yeah.
And an EMT ambulance came in with it.
Yeah.
You're getting good, as long as you give me street numbers.
She can figure out what
You know,
way
like,
it is.
last night you gave me the address of Murfield. Now, there's 2 HOAs that live on Murfield. So as long as I have the number, I can figure out which one it is.
Right, Green Spring and there's a very.
Yeah, well, it's Green Spring Private Owners and Green Springs Patio Homes, not
Property
porches.
owners.
But I laugh when I read that, I just go along with it, because I live
So I
there.
messed up the report, so you say.
No, I figured, but just continue giving me, or a condo unit number, and then I can figure it out on my chart.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions or? Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Weather and how the grass is starting to grow and stuff, but I would ask, people that live on the fairways that we're mowing, if somebody can walk along the fairways and maybe pick up debris that's laying on the fairways, you know, from the pine trees, the branches that fall down, you know, big stuff, because you can't run over it with the mower, and we'll just drive around it, and then you'll start getting clumps growing in your area. So if you want it to look clean, we need help. The mower,
Especially
whoever's mowing.
people like dog walkers, if you're out and you see something, you know, while you're walking, just,
to the edge of the fairway.
yeah,
and
just pull it
throw
over
it
to
on
the edge of the
side.
fairway or stuff it in the stuff.
Yeah.
From what I read, they don't even pick up their own dog.
I know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, but pick up the dog poops first.
People mowing, you cannot get off and on the mower every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, to pick up stuff and move it. It would take them forever to mow, and then I'm gonna lose their interest. I'm not gonna have anybody helping. And if there's anybody that knows how to run a zero-turn mower that's interested in helping, we're always looking for new help with the mowing. So just contact me.
There goes your stuff.
Your point is,
Yeah. Shirley, you know the right one.
Yeah, that's one of my best mowers.
Yeah, wait, I'll get right on that.
you have a point?
Does anybody know about this tar truck that is stuck going into Fairwood Lakes?
I saw it there, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's stuck, it's
Just now?
rear tire is stuck, no, it's.
I know, it's been there for a couple of years.
It was in a different position before that.
Yeah, well,
Like they
it's stuck.
sprayed this or something.
No.
They've been-
Fairwood
they've
Lakes
been-
Street.
Oh, by you.
Or the other side, yeah.
They've been repaving or topping the roads over in Oakwood Estates East.
They did part of us too, they made a mess.
So, I just, well, I know.
Yeah, but it's leaking tar, all into the grass.
It sure is.
I mean, is there any way with these contractors, when they're on the grass and they go into the road and they dump all this dirt on the road, aren't they responsible to clean the road up? Our road is they just fixed something over there.
Mud.
And it's mud all over the place, and I went and complained. Well, a lady did go complain over it, she said, well, you gotta talk to the contractors. Who are the contractors? That's what we want, we can't figure that out. We can't figure, it's terrible the way they're coming in here and they're just leaving messes all over. And they knocked down we had a sign down there, the point where all the buildings are. They pulled it out of the ground and threw it off to the side of the road, which is disgusting. I can't believe they did that to us. I mean, it showed wherever all the buildings were, and you come down to the back road back here, before you make our turn, there was a big sign on there, had arrows pointing to different communities. They knocked the sign right down.
Any idea?
I know who the construction manager is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they could put that sign back up, because they wrecked it, they really busted it right out of the
You
ground.
sure it wasn't kids?
No, it was them.
No.
It was them. Kids couldn't knock that down, trust me, you needed a truck to back it up and knock it down.
They did the same thing with the Dogwood Estates, Oak Estates sign, then they put in a brand new sign that they built and paid for.
They don't wanna do nothing
Kelsey's,
over there.
Kelsey Court sign is also down. Got a report last night when they were out, that it was not down, so.
Go ahead.
Is there any,
No, it was back up, and now it's down.
is there any news on the City Hannah Road with any repairs?
Everybody's laughing, okay.
It's a joke, huh?
We have been trying to get that.
Who's that road?
Here, let Dan
I'd just like to say I'll talk to you after the meeting.
Oh, beautiful.
Because everybody's been through the grind on it.
We have.
He's new, so.
Well, it's been hard, I called before you did, so is there something going on there?
Well, let's just say that the whole road, it could be considered a construction site, and a lot of times, they're having to locate utilities, and that's when you'll see the flags and the paint on the ground.
Exactly, but
So that they can dodge
that
those.
usually means they're gonna be doing something.
Usually means they're gonna be doing some excavation of some sort, you know,
Right.
water lines,
But
sewer
is it-
lines.
is it
Could
for
be
our road?
Could be electrical.
Is it for our road
I
though?
couldn't tell you without looking at it,
Yeah.
maybe making a phone call.
No, it's coming in, so that's why I'm asking.
By the electric box.
And if you're basically in charge of that, you should know that there's something on plans that they're gonna start working there. That's what I'm saying. Sewer's marked and SNET is marked.
Yeah,
So,
I've got a copy of the preliminary plans for Sunahana Road improvements, and I'll be glad to get those out and show them to anybody after the meeting.
yeah, I just wanna make sure that, we get a chance to talk to this construction before it starts. Cause I wanna, make a suggestion to them,
No problem.
so, I think it would help them out
Good.
immensely.
Okay. We've gone through the old business, the new business. Any other topics we wanna bring up?
John, you wanna give us a Fairwood Lakes update for the group?
Well, and so I just showed them the lawsuit that we had, the residents of Fairwood Lakes had to put against Cam's and the notorious Kiki. Well, we all worked hard thanks to this lady, I call her chairman of the board, and we have Jill sitting back there too that's been helping out a lot, and our community in whole. We're calling ourselves the Lakewood Family Community now, because we all came together and to get this guy out. And it's gonna happen February 25th.
Okay.
Even though we had to hire a lawyer to do this, but our property manager did something very wrong, so we're trying to oust them too. So that's why we gotta hire a lawyer here. But as of February 26th, 5th, Fairwood Lakes will be engaging with everybody. And we just wanna make this place safer and cleaner.
Who will be your management company,
We
Ken?
don't know yet.
Okay.
Cam's is right now,
Okay,
but what they did to us,
Just so I know.
what they did to us on the portal, allowing people to put lies out there, they're held responsible. So our lawyer's on this with them. And it's unfortunately, we do have a lot of older people in our community.
Why do
but-
you keep pointing to me? So did the board.
I didn't mean to point to you, I was just talking with my hands. I apologize for that. But we are gonna come together, we are gonna do this, and we're gonna get the job done, and hopefully we all can work together and make our community better than anybody else's, so. That's what we're doing, we're fighting hard. I love this guy's a great man. He's very good.
I didn't get kicked out of that one.
No, at least not yet. But I hope you come on the 10th.
The
25th. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, because I'm going crazy.
You better
with
get
this
it
HOA.
together.
And believe it or not, I've only been in Fairwood Lakes 4 months.
Thank you.
I had to take control of this, because he was dumping on these poor people over there very bad, so. Me and my,
Significant other.
we took control, and with the help of her and Jill, and I call them my amigos. Man, these ladies fight like heck, I tell you, I love it. So that's where we're at right now.
Okay, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
We hope so.
We hope so.
Because the old lady said.
We hope so.
It will be. So if you see a Fairwood Lakes having a big party on the 25th, you're all welcome over there.
That's security.
That's security.
That's great.
Okay, any further things?
Anyone from Oak Estates or Dogwood here that can share what went down with the road meeting?
Okay, he basically, we met with, Bob Williamson yesterday, and the issue that he wanted to speak to us about was the piece of the road that Dogwood Estates owns that's on this side of the pond.
Right.
So when Sunahana is redone and when he builds out the next phases of the development, he wanted permission to take our roads, the ones that go around Fairwood Lake 3, that big curve that goes around Fairwood Lake 3 before the back bridge, and the piece of the road that goes around the dirt pile by the clubhouse. He asked that we give up that road because it's ours, we're supposed to maintain it. And he said that he wants to straighten it, put in a circle. He's gonna add new roads, widen it up there. And the whole meeting was to get our permission, or basically our sign off, allowing him. He owns the property on both sides of the road, we just own the road. and I don't really wanna own roads.
No, you don't.
Basically, that was it, he just wants to, we signed it, Dogwood Estates signed our piece. Oak Estates was involved because at one time, there was supposed to be a master association over there in the Dogwood Estates area that would include any new, development. And then it got superseded by separate master deeds for Dogwood Estates, for Oak Estates, and for Oak Estates East. So at the time the roads were built, there was an Oak Estates, so they need to sign off on that as well, even though the roads belong to Dogwood Estates. And that's what we did, we signed that, so that they can get that piece into the county. Every little piece that the county requires needs to be reviewed before they can move ahead.
Yeah.
So, we wanted to get on that.
Yay, good,
Okay?
Good job.
Yeah.
yay,
That's good news.
yeah, that's good news, that's great.
So when is he supposed to start that?
He said he's hoping by the end of this year, but a lot depends on the county, because every time they submit their plans, the county comes back with more questions and things that they need to address. And then there's a big turnaround time for that. So the sooner we get this piece in and he can get those proposals to the county, he can, it's one step farther to get their approval in the whole construction project.
And did he say anything about how that was gonna affect Sunnyana coming in?
Well, he described a little bit of Sunnyana, how he was gonna make those changes, but it's all part of the approval process for the county. So until they get all these pieces in, he can't really give us an estimate of when that's gonna be done on Sunnyana.
Did he say he was gonna turn it over to the county?
No, he did not say that he was gonna turn it over to the county. Karen just asked that. He said that eventually, when all the building is done, and we've all talked about this, it'll be turned over to people who use it, which is us.
Turning it to the county is gonna take about $50,000. Believe me, he will not put that out to get it turned over to the county. That's gonna be up to us as a group here to come up with 50 grand for,
What is that for?
Sunnyana.
Putting a
To do the road?
bond.
To put a bond up for Sunnyana, once it's completed, that the county would take over.
They would hold that money for 3 years and then essentially take, and then give it back to us, to the
We go
community.
into a road fund.
And, yeah, we go to a road fund for 3 years, and then it would come back to the community, and then at which point that it would be Horry County roads.
Oh, okay, so then they'll maintain it afterwards,
Yes.
right? Okay. That sounds like a good deal.
If it happens.
If it happens.
We've been working on this for a long, long time.
That is vicious. Oh, there is vicious.
Okay,
I got a
unless,
question. Is that the final phase, or is there any other phases of houses gonna be?
No.
And
The map there has what's proposed as the 4 phases remaining. The only one that's deeded and platted is phase 1 that they're actively building on. I mean, that could change at any time. I mean, but right now there's 2 phases of homes that are in the works and 2 phases of townhomes.
okay, now, and that's only one entrance with everybody?
Yep.
Don't start that.
Well, I'm just asking, 'cause, I mean, it's tough right now.
unless we build a bridge across the river.
Yeah. I was just wondering if those 2 phases were the only ones, but I see future phase signs and I'm like, oh.
No, we'll fix that.
Do it.
I know, right? HOAs could use the road certain times of the day.
What, I got a question, when's the projected date of them tearing down the guard shack?
Nobody knows.
Just curious.
When they do the road.
We don't know. I mean,
What's the last somebody
When
heard?
they begin work on the roads.
Okay, I'm just
We
curious.
don't know when that's.
Cause I saw how y'all had money allocated for the, like $500 for electricity, would that $500 go someplace else? in the
Well,
budget.
yeah, we wouldn't be
Yeah.
sending money into,
Yeah.
for electric that's not there.
Yeah,
But, I mean, part of the electric is also for the streetlights.
yeah.
The other thing is when the guard building does go away, we do have to find a new home for the security camera system.
Yeah.
Can they put telephone poles up?
Hmm?
Can we put poles up?
I don't know.
The cameras that are already.
Well, you said telephone poles, I was like, yeah, I mean, poles can be put up. We've already talked to our camera vendor that when the road is widened, they wanna talk to the engineers while they're doing it, because it's gonna be way easier to tie in with the infrastructure during construction than waiting for it to be done.
And on the two areas on each side of Sunny Hannah coming in, those are gonna be gone, right? All of that.
I don't know exactly, the road is gonna be widened and improved, but as for the exact, I mean, Dan might have a better idea.
I'll show you the plans.
Okay.
Karen.
I'll come to your house after.
Karen?
No, I was just gonna ask, did the county say that Sunny Hannah had to be done after the first phase or the second phase? I thought it was the first phase. and then the
Had
second.
to be,
So many houses. 250, was it?
And this is my understanding, the 136 houses that are deeded and platted for phase one, if they want to deed and plat any additional, they either A, have to put down a bond or deposit with the county,
Okay,
or they have to have a solid plan in place to build the road
that's what I
at that
thought.
point.
Okay.
I'm reading through the lines that I feel as though that improving Sunny Hannah is probably gonna be the last thing.
Well, you know, the county meeting kept changing what he was
Yeah,
saying.
but
as
what
far
we
as
have been
routes.
told the last time, and this is just my understanding with the county, for them to deed and plat one more lot in another phase, that there's gotta be some type of financial security there. That's
How
what
many
it is.
houses have been built, do you know?
Right now, the deeded and platted is 136 for phase one. I mean, I might be wrong on that, might be 135, but I mean, it looks like most of Kelsey is done. We're charging them for the 30 homes along Kelsey Court, and then, what I do is I watch every month, and as deeds change over from D.R. Horton to somebody who's not named D.R. Horton, they get a bill for those.
They're having a problem right now, there's a water problem on, the Carroll Lane, one of those roads. Because the people are supposed to be moving in within a week or two, and they're having trouble getting the water services.
Yeah, water.
Wet Street.
As long as you have internet.
That's right. Kelsey Guard.
Don't worry about it.
At least that's my kid.
What street was that? What street did you say?
The Carroll, Vaccaro. You know, when you go across the bridge and you got where he's building in the
Yes.
left, there's a big
Oh, back
road,
there.
and then there's one
Behind
that
us, where
I set my
yeah.
husband over there to get street names, because I didn't know them, and the guard stopped somebody, a woman was there one night, just recently, and he went in and he stopped her, and she said, I don't know if it was you, Mark, or
It was
Pat,
me.
and she said she was moving in, and she had her GPS, she wanted to see how long it would take her
Yeah,
to
she
get
originally
from the
moved from
house to
Maryland.
work, and
Yeah,
that
she-
they're being held up because of a water problem.
Yeah, she moved down from Maryland, just moved in the area, just bought the house, it was the first house she's ever bought, she just stopped, just to give her GPS to go from Merle's Inlet back to Carroll Lane. And then she proceeded to tell me that, yeah, no water was in the area at the time, but she's supposed to be settling sometime in February.
So, we'll see. If anybody knows the streets in Dogwood Estate, no, Oak Estates East, I'd love to know the names of those. Does it have street names?
Yeah. You never asked.
I made bicycle in the rain, and he came home without the slip, and we had to go back. Yes, I would like that, because
All right, I'll give you a map. With
he
the
loves
street
every
names.
minute of it, don't kid yourself. Are we done?
I think we are done. Can I hear a motion to
I make a motion.
adjourn?
I second it. We'll see
All
y'all
in
next.
favor?
Yes.
See you next month.